Hello, good evening. Welcome to UPfront. My name is Raymond Aqua. Today, I'll take you back to last Friday, that particular Black Friday, on which day a head-on collision between two buses on the Kintampo and Techiman Road claimed about 70 lives. One incident we've seen way too many of road accidents, taking about 2,000 in a single year in this country, and we keep getting promises without getting them being fulfilled. Now, today, we'll get to the bottom of this matter from this perspective. First, I'll give you a first-hand account of what really happened in the bus with someone who was in the bus. Now, the company Royal VVIP, the bus on which some of these passengers traveled, has also been in the news. We'll be speaking to the management of that company. Then later on, we'll be asking the people who are in parliament, what can they do to check the executive when it comes to dealing with this particular issue. Let me dive in right away and get to speak to my guests already here in the studio. First, Akosa Kwabna Christian. This gentleman was the bus conductor, if you like, mate to the driver of that particular Royal VVIP bus with registration number GT391617. Akosa, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I want you to just run me through what happened on that day. So, where were you going? How did the accident happen, and what did you see?
Okay, well, I work with the Royal VVIP company, yes, and on that way they were loaded from Accra, and we were heading to Boga. So when the bus wasn't full up, yes, so when we got to Kumasi, we did top up over there.
Okay.
So
you picked up all passengers?
Yes.
Okay.
So after the Chiman, normally they call it a watchman before. Yeah, so when we got to that place, I saw the other bus, that's Korea bus.
It's a Korean bus?
Yes. Like, he was just, I don't know how to say it, but he was just coming into our way, leaving his way. So my master saw it, so he said to just leave the road for him. But it's like the guy was sleeping, so he was still coming towards us. So all of a sudden, like, bash. And because they paved the road through rock.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's no bush around those areas that maybe my master was saying that, oh, let me divert through the bush to save the passengers. But because of the rocky areas, he couldn't do that.
Okay.
So because of the rock, like, he ended up at the edge of the rock, then like this guy just smashed us out. So
at what distance did the driver see the approaching vehicle come from? Was it very nearby? Was it like a meter? Was it very far?
Roughly, like, not even, like, let me say roughly a kilometer. It's not reach even a kilometer.
It's not a kilometer then?
Yes. It's not even reach a kilometer.
Meters.
Okay.
It's about the meters.
Was it possible that if your car was not speeding, you could have actually avoided or seen this from afar?
The survivors, those who were in my bus, even applauded the driver.
Your driver?
Because he wasn't overspeeding. And with some of the passengers were complaining that this bus, they go slow.
Okay.
Even metro bus can even overpass this bus car.
Okay.
But I couldn't talk because you know them. Some will tell you to overspeed. And I can tell you maybe the speed limits will be roughly between 100, thereabout, 100, 110, thereabout. So it means that he wasn't overspeeding.
So was there a passenger bus too?
Which one?
The other bus?
Yes.
And
he loaded from Geru. He make U-turn at Geru.
Okay.
Yes, so on his way back to Accra.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I mean, do we know which group it belongs to?
For that one, I can't tell for now.
But you say it's a Korean bus?
Yes.
Is it?
We have many Korean buses in the system.
Oh yeah,
yes.
But I mean, you don't know whether it's a VIP, VVIP?
No, it's not part of our company, and not either not VIP too.
Not the ones at Neoplan too?
It's part of Neoplan.
It's one of the buses there?
Yes. Over there.
Okay. So you suspect the guy was sleeping?
Yes.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Because even the mate of the bus, they called him and he was saying that his master was sleeping. So he tried to wake his master, but as I don't know the guy, whether the guy was dreaming, maybe he was in heaven or I don't know. So he had to run to the back to save his life. Yes.
Okay, now let me understand this. Was it a head-on collision? Did the two cars meet head-on?
Yes.
But where were you then?
I was sitting right beside my master.
So you're also in front?
Yes.
And yet there was a head-on
Just
collision?
sitting beside the liver.
Okay.
Yes, where the liver is. I was sitting right there. And I couldn't run away.
So you were saved?
Yes, I couldn't run away. You see, it's not my effort. It's by God's grace, yes. Because those who die, you know, it's like it's not like maybe God loves me more than them.
So the driver of your car, did he also survive?
No, he died.
He died?
Yes. As you see, after the collision, I didn't hear anything again.
Okay.
So the first thing I heard was someone shouting that she's dying. So I woke up and I found myself right under where the spare tire is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I don't know how I got to that place. Yes, so I was searching for my phone, couldn't get my phone. So I have to help one guy to be out of the car. So I have to call the management.
Okay.
And they did very well too. They rushed the place. They got there roughly 6 a.m. They did well, yes.
So what time was this? What time did the incident happen?
It happened around, exactly 2 a.m.
2 a.m.?
Yes.
What time did the police or any security or any emergency service come down?
They did do well because when they called them, as soon as they called them, within 5 minutes to 10 minutes, they were there.
How about an ambulance?
The ambulance, when they rushed me to the hospital, that's the time I met them.
Okay.
So for them, it took them roughly getting to 30 minutes before getting to that place.
So you're saying it cannot be possible?
My master wasn't sleeping.
He was not sleeping?
He wasn't sleeping.
Not at all.
Because the time we were heading to Borga, or even to Kintampo, we were chatting.
Okay, I see.
Yes. We were chatting, laughing. We bought bread at Nkoko. So the time we were chatting, now we did it, so he wasn't sleeping. So he saw it. That's why he.
What was his last words to you?
And you see, for the chatting there, I can't tell. But he did not make any promise like, you understand?
Okay.
Like, if I'm not there, do this for me or do that for me. Yes. But I chatting like with the chat, laugh. Yes.
Yeah.
For him not to sleep in there, all sorts of flesh talks there. We go talk. Yes.
Okay. When the car was approaching,
I saw it personally.
You saw it?
Yes.
Was it coming straight for your car?
Yes.
Or it was trying to
He
stay
diverted from his side.
Okay.
He was heading straight to our bus. I saw it personally. My master too saw it. That's why he tried to dodge that to give him way to pass.
He couldn't have stopped.
Yes, because you see, the guy, he was overspeeding.
Oh, okay.
The kind of speed that the guy was coming at, I not be easy.
But is it possible for somebody to be sleeping and speeding at the same time?
Yes. Me, for instance, although I'm not a driver, but me, for instance, I can chat with you. Within 3 seconds, I'll be gone. I'm gone. Yes, okay. I'm gone. That's it. So I cannot. Even yourself, you will not be able to tell the time that you will be you fall asleep.
Okay.
You understand? Yes. So for this.
And yet your foot is on the accelerator and still accelerating.
You see, I'm not a driver, so that's when I can't tell.
Okay. All right. Now,
Yes.
what happened to you? Did you have some injuries?
Yes. I said, no, I'm not feeling well.
You're still not feeling
yes.
well? Were they major injuries or they were just
Yes.
minor
I
ones?
was having a problem with my spinal cord.
Oh, I see.
That's my kneecap.
Okay.
So as at now, I'm looking towards the company and have any organization who can help me to assist me to take care of myself.
There's one thing that you talked about. You said you had to help somebody very close by who shouted to you. Did you also have
not close to me.
Okay.
That was the time I entered the bus to look for my phone. That's when I saw that guy calling my name. Mate, please help me, I'm dying.
Oh, okay.
So I have to help me out. And you see, people were there. I was calling them, Charlie, they are dying, just come and help us, to remove them. They are just looking at us.
They were bystanders?
Yes.
And they were not coming to help you in there?
One day, over. Blood pa. So even the last that I was wearing, I have to remove it to give it to the police for them to use it to tie one of the passengers' leg to rush him to hospital.
I see.
Yes.
And this happened at 2 a.m.
Yes.
So the period in which you got help from the ambulance service and all of that, did they help to save more lives?
See, that hospital, they are like an ambulance. They don't have enough ambulance over there.
Oh, okay.
So they have to call the Chima and that French.
For them to come from there?
Yes. Even I learned either the Chima, the driver was saying that he was tired, so he couldn't come.
The driver of an ambulance said he couldn't move from Techiman to the place because he was tired?
Yes. So
how long would it take you from Techiman to where the accident happened?
No, that's Jima.
Okay.
Techiman to
where the accident happened.
Okay, roughly to take you an hour or two, or
1 hour
or two.
2 hours.
And 2 hours.
No.
You can help me out, please.
Techiman to that place, it will take you about 45 minutes, because from Techiman to Kintampo you can take 1 hour 15 minutes to Techiman to Kintampo.
I see. Okay, yeah. So almost 2 hours or less than an hour.
No, it's less than an hour, because the place where the accident occurred, that place was from the Techiman to that place is about 45 minutes. Yeah.
No, but and for those of you also watching us, Nana Akua is a member of the management of the Royal VVIP. Yes, he's part of the management of VVIP in this case. Yeah. You've also been a driver before, right?
Yeah, I'm a driver still. I'm a continual driver.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So it's an interesting one. I'll talk to you about that experience a little bit. I'll talk to you about that experience in a second. My other point I want to raise with you is that, so apart from this gentleman that you had to go and help.
Yes, I had that. Not only him.
Okay. Did he survive? Did he survive? That man?
He survived.
Okay.
He survived. And I picked up one small girl.
You picked up a child?
Yes, 2 or 3 years there. I didn't know she was dead.
Oh, she was dead?
Yes, so as soon as I hold the hand, pick him up. I did not. In fact, I started shivering over there. So I wanted to see my master.
Okay.
So they asked me to sit down because of my situation.
Okay.
Yes, and I insisted. So they took me to the place.
For you to see
my master, yes.
The driver of the
bus. And he was still on his seat with the seatbelt on, and the head wasn't there.
Because he's fastened his...
One of the hand is not there.
Okay, so he was actually in the seatbelt?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And he was lying in the middle of the road, still on the seat with the seatbelt on. One of the hand wasn't there. The left leg too is not the intestines too. Okay,
but that's okay. It's a lot of detail that that some of us cannot take so much of it. So how does that make you feel? Is he a family man? Does he have children?
Yes, I think his wife has just delivered.
Wife just delivered?
Yes. The wife just delivered.
Is that the only child?
No, I think he's having 3 or 4 kids. Yes, and he's taking care of other children. Yes, not only he's not taking care of only his kids.
Children. Yes. When you look back to last Friday, how do you feel?
So sad. Yes.
It's a bad day.
So sad. Very painful. Very painful. You see, you telling your family that master, maybe I go this place, come like this now, then you'll be back again.
Have you been using that route a lot?
Yes, I've been on that road for 4 years now.
4 years?
Yes.
And you've never had an accident there?
Never. You see, VVIP is a company, they are having best drivers. Yes. They will not take any driver ticket, not any ordinary driver. Those of them who are using that road, some of them have been driving for almost getting to 30 years, 20 to 30 years, before they will give you a bus to drive to. Like,
how long has your the driver of the bus? How long has he been driving?
Oh, he has been driving for a long time. Yes, roughly 20 years there. Yes, he has been driving. Even it's surpassing 20 years. Because looking at his age and where at the time he started driving, roughly 30 to 20 to 30 years there, he's having experience over there.
Akusa, thank you so much.
Thank you very
much. And we wish you all the best. So Akusa Kwabena Christian was on that particular bus last week Friday. That particular bus last week Friday was involved in the accident that claimed almost 70 lives in this country. And he's been telling us what happened, what he went through, and other things that he saw after the incident. I'll come to you briefly after this one. I mean, for those of you in the VVIP company, of course, already there are accusations that the driver was, some suspected was drunk, others said he was speeding and sleeping at the same time. But Akusa is disputing that. Do you have a way to determine whether these claims are true or not?
Oh, thank you, sir. To welcome your big screen. Since 1980, I started my driving, so it's about 39 good.
Oh, okay.
Experience in driving. First, I was driving at New Plan Station. I'm a member of GPRT of TUC, branch number 4.
Okay, I get your point. I just want to know whether the issues that are being raised about the standards at your end.
Because I'm the chief driver at the Royal VVIP, I always call my drivers, advise them. Sometimes every month we had meetings like to talk to my drivers because I know much about the driving.
Okay, I get you.
So I have more experience about the driving.
Yeah. But this driver, was he very experienced?
Yes, he was experienced too much. He was driving a bus more than 15 years.
15 years?
Yes.
Was it possible he was drunk?
No.
Could he have contributed to the cause of this accident in any way?
No. Because our company...
But you're not there, you don't know.
The time accident was happened.
Okay.
He loaded before I load.
Okay.
He was going to Bolega, and I was going to Tamale.
Oh, you still drive?
Yes, I'm still driving. So the time accident happened, I was there because I was following him.
Oh, okay. You went there. You saw the incident?
Yeah, I saw the incident.
Let me put you on hold. We'll take a break. After this break, we'll continue our conversation with you two on from outside the bus what you saw.
Okay.
You're welcome back. UPfront. My name is Raymond Akwa. So it's that accident that claimed almost 70 lives that we are concentrating on today. In the first part of this conversation, you heard the gentleman who was in the bus, the bus conductor of that particular bus, telling us what happened, how it happened, and how he survived, and what he had to go through to actually get people. Interesting part is also the call for an ambulance whose driver said he was sleepy and could not come to their rescue. Now, I'll be hearing also, and you heard me start a conversation with him, I'll be hearing also one of the management members of the Royal VVIP. He has a lot of experience in driving. He came to meet the incident because that was a path he was also traversing. And joining us now is a member of parliament, a former roads minister. And later on, I'm sure we have enough time to talk about the RTI bill because he is ranking on that committee. that committee, together with its parliament, that want to be celebrated for taking almost 2 decades to give us a bill, one of the few bills that's in the interest of the people and not that of the politician. We'll be coming to that one later on in our conversation. Honorable, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing well.
You are wearing white. It looks like you are celebrating something.
Well, I'm celebrating nothing.
I see. I'm just so happy I'm not celebrating out here anyway. Well, Mr. Kwaku, we're having this conversation about you also came to meet the bus.
Yeah.
When you saw the bus, what had happened?
You see, on the that road, I was following the bus who got an accident at that place because I loaded at his back. Yeah, he loaded before I loaded, so we are going together. The time I reached a place called getting to Nanting.
Okay.
Nanting, yeah, from Techma to that place. We have a barrier that the escort, yeah. So the time we are approaching the stop S, there's an accident. So that time, one of my driver called me, Nana, do you heard anything about Mr. Amuakon? I said no. He said Amuakon got an accident. So have you seen him? I said no. So the time I reached the barrier, the stop S. So I told them the bus that got an accident is my driver because I'm the chief driver at the station. Because of any time I call them for drivers assembly to talk them how you can drive very well on the road. We check them. Those who take a drink, no. We told them we shouldn't drink, we shouldn't. So I always spoke to them on the road. So if you hear the VVIP, Royal VVIP, about 7 years ago, we, the VVIP, we couldn't have any accident before. But the time I was there, I met a police officer there. So I told him, this bus is my driver, so I wanted to see the driver. In fact, because he was fastening his belt, he can't do anything. By what I can see from the other bus coming from Bolega, our driver saw the bus. So he just parked the bus from the road.
I see.
He parked it because he saw that this bus, how the driver drive the bus, is coming to him. So he just parked the bus.
Okay.
That place, the accident happened. So the policeman, I asked him, Master, why? He told me the bus who is coming from that Bolega, the time he reaches the barrier, he couldn't stop, just to speeding. So he know automatic, this driver had something. So
there was something wrong with the car, or there was something wrong with him?
Something wrong with him.
Okay.
So immediately he heard that bus got accident. He didn't.
He was not shocked.
Yeah, he was not shocked.
So what have you told the family of this driver?
Oh, we met them. We go there and tell the family that we are come to see them, so that for this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have insurance?
Yes.
He has insurance.
Yes, because our director is a Chinese man.
Okay.
He told us we should go and see the family so that he know what he can do for them.
But you know that your bus is also being blamed. In fact, some are accusing both buses of not being very careful on the road.
No. What I'm saying...
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you've heard that, right?
Yeah.
How do you people take such, what they call a commentary about how your drivers run?
Oh, our drivers, we are driving all right because people are talking about that. But I also defend my drivers because I know how my drivers driving on the road, because I myself teaching them, I myself talk to them anytime.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Now, I want to understand this part too because it's important. Is this affecting business?
As what?
As in, are you getting lesser number of passengers now since the incident happened?
Oh, no. Now we are, the passengers coming all right because today we loaded 2 buses to Tamale.
Ordinarily, how many buses do you load to Tamale?
Anytime. Sometimes we load 3 buses, sometimes 2. Sometimes, if the market is not good, sometimes we load 1 bus to Tamale and 2 buses for Boleka.
Okay.
Yeah, but since the incident happened, the people are still coming because they...
Let me ask the former roads minister. There are some who have complained about that place, and to be fair, there's something that came out when the bus conductor was speaking. He said because that particular stretch, the place the accident happened, they didn't have an alternative to, let's say, branch into the bush or go look for an alternative place to park because it's between 2 rocks. Is that something that can be fixed?
Well, that means the terrain
Yes.
over there is not that conducive for widening the road.
Yes.
And so you have to do it to be able to provide navigation for vehicles. And so that's why you don't have the side, the we call it eaves,
Yeah.
that the roadsides, that so that you could branch off. Wherever there is enough space, they will create those places so that cars can branch off the road if they really want to park and leave the road safe. So that area you will see clearly that vehicles are not parked there.
When it comes to road engineering, is there anything that can be done about that stretch? Because
Unless they
it
go
looks
break
like
the
it
rocks.
reports big accidents.
Unless they go break the rocks. If they don't break the rocks and create more room, there's nothing that can be done now.
I see.
Okay, but accidents are accidents. So first of all, let me use your platform to extend our sincere condolences to the families of those who lost their loved ones, and also to sympathize and empathize with the surviving passengers and their families. But you see, I have said that in Ghana, it appears that the indiscipline on our roads is the largest cause of
Accidents. So were you shocked when you heard, we were told that the guy was sleeping, he was speeding and sleeping at the
I
same
was
time?
not shocked. It's in the night. Your human body has been
tired.
so programmed to rest at night. Your human body suffers a lot of trials in the night. Your eyes cannot see that far in the night. You need additional light. That's why on their vehicles you even see that sometimes they put on the fog lights that are needed in Europe, but because they want to see far. You have more than 1,000 watts of light during the day. You can see a vehicle very far off and you can start taking your decisions to be able to save your passengers. In the night, you have no that luxury. That is why carrying people in mass commercial vehicles at night is dangerous, because you can fall to the temptations of human frailties, which is exhaustion, which is glaucoma, sight, which is mechanical. You have nobody to attend to it, so you are struggling to reach the next village because you don't want to park in the bush.
It sounds like justification for your proposal that stop them driving late at night.
I said that it was not my proposal. I'm just going back. I traveled the first time to the southern part of Ghana during the day, there were no night vehicles. They were not night vehicles, they were day vehicles.
Really?
The STC used to travel from Tamale to Yeji. You had your first stop in Yeji, then you use the ferry, the pontoon, cross, then you move to Wenchi, stop, get to Sinjuani, stop, go to Kumasi, stop. If we're proceeding to Accra, get to Kumasi, stop, go to Ninahin, is it Nina? Not Ninahin. Oh, I've forgotten that. Before Nkoko,
Enyinam, okay.
Stop. Enyinam was the stop. That there was is a restaurant, a hotel. Just that was the stop.
A rest stop.
That was where we used to stop. The first time I was coming to Accra.
Okay.
Before you come to, because even they shifted it to Koko. That was where you used to stop.
Okay.
At that time, even the bridge was not good. You know, they used to come down the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it was during the day. It was during the day. And you go traveling everywhere, and during the night, buses don't carry passengers. Mass commercial, mass occupancy vehicles, they don't carry passengers at night. It's the most riskiest to do in the night because they can sleep. And I've just heard that the oncoming vehicle, the driver of the oncoming bus was sleeping.
Yes.
You have no escape.
Veered off to the other.
I mean, this is a blind man on a mission to destroy. Where can you escape to?
That's true.
You can't escape. You don't even know what action to take.
How would that daylight prevented this?
Daylight would have made the driver
see way ahead of time, because they are telling me that they saw this car like
and begin taking action before
a couple of meters away. That's what they're saying.
Very far off and take action.
I see.
You see, driving is simply predictability. What will the next person I'm approaching do?
Okay.
And if you see that he's lost control, what will I do?
Defensive driving.
But in the night, you lack all that. Why do we move at night and crash into stationary vehicles?
Yeah, that's true.
Because we don't see them early enough.
Yeah. Let me ask him, Nana, this proposal for there to be some form of control of night driving, do you support it?
Oh, no.
You don't?
Because, yes.
Because business?
Not a business at all, because at the night driving, it's very good.
Night driving is good?
It's good. It's safe.
It's safe?
Yeah.
But the evidence here does not suggest that it's safe.
It's good. It's safe. What happened in the evening, this time, the fears of our drivers is the armed robberies.
Not accidents?
Not accident.
But how could this driver have avoided a situation like this?
One factor is that the transporters, in fact, I wanted to let the leaders should talk to the transporters.
Who are these transporters? Who are they?
The car owners.
The owners
okay.
Car owners, yeah.
Because one person can drive from Accra to the north.
Is that allowed?
That should not be allowed.
No, it's not allowed. That one is not
That's
allowed.
where the exhaustion comes in.
That one I know is not good.
But it happens.
But it happens because we don't have more jobs in this country. Because of that, everybody want to
try and drive the car alone.
Because if you don't do, you can't get any job to do. If you go to the STC, a driver drives from Accra to Bolega or Kumasi. There were two drivers.
They will stop in Kumasi.
Okay. But in your case, is that what happens? A single driver for a car?
Or a single driver, because if you go to
Royal VIP,
a Royal VIP, other.
So apart from STC, the rest all have only one driver.
Only one driver.
I see.
Even the STC, it was one.
Ah, okay.
Until they started recording accidents due to exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they added the house driver to it.
Because
so that's something they should do, right? They should increase the number of drivers.
Yes, because of sometimes the salary that the transporters should pay the drivers because they can't pay the drivers for the 2 drivers at a time for 1 bus. You are using 1 driver for 1 bus.
Oh, I see.
So, 1, if you drive from Accra to maybe Tamale or Bolega, you become tired.
That's true.
If you go, if you reach there, if there's a passenger there, you can come back.
Oh, okay. The same driver.
The same driver.
I see.
So we need our.
I mean, that means that we are setting up people to kill themselves.
To kill themselves.
So we.
Yes, it looks like that's the only conclusion we can come to.
Yeah. And that one, I don't agree upon that.
You don't argue?
Yeah, I don't agree upon that. But because of to pay the drivers or.
But is that what the lives of the people are carrying in your bus?
You see, if you go to the STC, they have 2 drivers and 1 bus. They pay them all right because if you are the STC, at the end of the month, your salary can be at least 1,800 or 2,000. But if you come to our other the sectors of the transport, we didn't pay us like that.
Okay, you're not paid that much. Okay, I see.
Because of that, everybody wants to try his best to work for.
Okay. The
so
government's
if
in this case.
the government can come inside all these things to know Lance's F driver, D driver, how much
they ought to be paid.
If we do all these things, it will help.
So some form of minimum, what they call it, determination of how much you are paid should be done for drivers in general. And the private people should be compelled to comply.
Yeah.
That would help.
That will help.
Aside the giving more drivers to cars that go that long distance.
That will help. And the 2, we don't have a good rules. This time,
good roads. This is the former roads minister.
Kintampo, okay.
But the minister knows
that's how the roads are bad.
Yeah, the roads are bad.
No,
especially what they are doing on the road, the speed ramps is killing our drivers.
First of all, let's come back.
Please let him complain first. No, let him complain first. I'm interested in the complaint.
Because
he's saying that one of the reasons why they're having the accidents is the bad road.
We are talking about
The
Kintampo.
use of the speed ramp. What is the use
Speed
of
ramp on the highway?
Speed ramp on the highway. If you go to
what is you are talking about Kintampo Techima Road, and you have been driving to Tamale.
Yeah.
You know that the Kintampo Techima Road has been fixed. It's a good road.
No, but still you are
you
are putting the speed ramps.
No. I'm not talking about speed ramps. I'm saying that.
Yeah, but it says that the road is good, but really.
But that is where we got the accident.
Okay.
That's where we got the accident.
It's on a good road that we had the accident. So you can't always blame good roads or bad roads or poor roads.
Sir,
I want to hear your response. Yeah, please speak.
You know what happens on our drivers because the tiredness brings an accident.
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you an example at Accra here. When you are getting to Ofankor to a place like Nsawam, you see how many hours can you get from the the traffic? Because first we can take 3 hours to go to Kumasi.
Okay.
But now we have a good route. It will take you 6 hours, 7 hours.
From Accra to Kumasi.
Kumasi. So the extra hours is from where? It can give you a
tiredness.
Yes.
And you're saying that the extra hours are just because of what they call it? No, I'm saying it's because of poor roads or
the poor roads and the traffic.
Okay.
Because again, the area he's citing, Ofankor, Nsawam, it's a good road. And they're even redoing the road.
Of course, I know that there's some work on that.
So it's a good road.
But there's no traffic there.
There's traffic. So you will talk about traffic, it's a different thing.
Let me tell you something. Since President Kufuor did Nsawam Road and the Dual Carriage, now from that point I'm talking to, of Ankor to Nsawam, go and see the potholes and the things on that road.
There are no potholes on that road. They are doing the road.
Oh, Honorable,
but I know they are doing the road. But were there potholes before they started doing the road?
Yeah, still there was a pothole.
As we speak, there are still potholes. When was the last time you used the place?
Okay, getting to you are going to the Blue Sky district to and Samom.
Okay.
Go and see the road.
Okay.
Honorable.
Okay. I left the ministry 2 years ago.
Yeah, of course. I know. I was not coming to you for that.
Go and check it.
Okay, so what he's outlined is a couple of issues that are also outside the human factor, which also puts the conditions of the road.
I agree entirely with him. I agree that the roads are not in the best of conditions. Okay. I mean, fair roads or good roads are about 19% or 29% in Ghana.
Okay, good roads.
Good roads.
Okay.
Fair roads are about 30% in Ghana. The rest are poor roads.
So
the road
almost 80% is either poor or
about 50% is either poor. Almost 80% is either poor or fair.
Yeah.
Good. Now, so in that condition, what do?
You are extra careful.
You are extra careful. Now, and so what we are talking about when we talk about accidents, we tend to focus on the drivers, but the drivers forget that immediately you load the passengers, you have entered into a contract with them to deliver them safely at their place.
Now, you are in Parliament, and I want to take you on this one. There was an interministerial committee that was put together to do some work on the road accidents after the young lady Ebony died.
Yes.
Nothing much has been heard from this committee. It was recently that they told us that they had a roadmap they are supposed to be implementing.
They have not even yet brought the report to you.
House, oh, really?
House, to the plenary.
You don't have that?
For us to debate.
Wow. But I wanted to know, if that committee had done its work and insisted on implementing the very wonderful ideas that were supposed to generate from there, or do you still be having
probably there have gone some way to mitigate the level of accidents?
Yeah.
Man, we always say accidents. The accidents are not planned. They happen beyond. But they can be mitigated, they can be prevented. And so probably that would have gone some way.
But is it even fair for you to call this an accident? Especially when we know that somebody contributed massively.
Yes, but there's contributory negligence, but it's an accident.
I get you.
The driver of the bus that was driving from Boku to Accra did not set off
with the intent to kill people on the other side. I get your point.
That's why it's an accident.
Yes, I get your point. Yeah. Now, we'll be wrapping up on this conversation. And of course, we're supposed to talk about RTI too, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow because it's a big conversation that we need to focus on in a larger form. Mr. Kwako, what can we do to prevent accidents? I want you to tell me more than what you told me in a minute. As in drivers, you, not the roads, not any other person. I'm talking about you, the people who either manage these cars or are the drivers in of themselves.
To prevent the accidents on the road, just to always talking to the drivers and the people who are boarding the buses or the vehicles.
Okay.
Sometimes the passengers are always insulted the drivers, talking against. So far as you are a human being, sometimes when somebody is insulted you, you can, have this thing to controversial.
Okay, I get your point.
Yeah.
And if they are dealt with, perhaps we can minimize that. I'm sure this is a conversation that we should be able to do consistently. The Honorable Inus Afuseni, I'm pleased you have you tomorrow. I'm telling the people that I'm still inviting you for tomorrow's conversation.
Okay.
And yes, we hope to delve deeper into the RTI law, whether it is one law that grants no rights at all to people in this country, just in name. And I'm mostly tempted to remind you that there are several African countries that have RTI, about 16 of them anyway.
Our RTI, in the way it is better than most African countries that have already passed it.
I mean, the RTI coalition disagrees, but I'm sure we can debate that tomorrow.
They can disagree.
Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much. But Honorable, we'll see you tomorrow again.
The ramps that you are is on the road. What is the means for that ramps?
Okay, speed ramps.
Okay.
Speed ramps.
Because first,
yes, I want 10 seconds response from you on that.
The speed ramps sometimes those that are put in place by the Ministry of Roads and Highways. They are done scientifically. They are engineered.
Okay, I get your point.
What we normally do not approve of It's what is done by the community.
I get you. Well, folks, that's where we end today's edition of UPfront. My name is Raymond Alqua. Thank you so much for joining us here today.